Hi, so I've been looking at some of the 1 year anniversary videos from different folks that have moved to the villages, and I wanted to cover something a little different than, the 5 reasons we love the villages or the 5 reasons that we don't like the villages, those types of things. And so, one of my real considerations as a family, even when we look at who we are and making the move to the villages, was for me trying to understand different areas where I could volunteer and serve because that's a big part of who I am. And typically, I've been able to serve through my church, different volunteer organizations. I'm a missionary as well. So, obviously, with some international travel, mostly going down to Haiti. But that was a big concern. I'm looking forward to coming to the villages and, living the golf cart lifestyle and all the wonderful amenities and all that. That's great. And, we can't only take, right? We have to give back. And so I really wanted to know that that would still be able to be a part of who we are. And so I have been pleasantly surprised at the almost innumerable ways to either volunteer, to serve here within the community, within the various villages, and outside of the villages. There's lots of ways to engage with the schools, with the children, tutoring, mentoring, just tons of ways to engage. Now, I have selected just a few based on my own personal interests. But again, I just wanted to show a couple things. So hopefully I'll be able to pull this up here in just a minute. But when we think about some of the ways to serve, I just wanted to show a couple things. One, let's start with, let's say you want to share or you want to serve within the villages. I think I have it already here. They have opportunities for you to engage with some of the recreation centers. There's opportunities to serve in lots of ways within the villages based on your interests. And this is the volunteer packet that's available online. If you just go, excuse me, if you go to the Recs and Parks site, and I think I may be able to just maybe if I go back, yep. So this is districtgov.org. And then I just searched volunteer, and then it brings me to this page. And I came down here to volunteer packet, and it's a PDF. So it's that simple. If you wanted to know more about how you can volunteer within the villages and offer, some of your talent expertise. And honestly, right now, what a lot of people need are smiles. So even just offering your smile, depending on where you want to volunteer. But again, this is great. So the volunteer kit or packet is here if you want to volunteer in the villages. And then looking outside of the villages, again, I try to choose one or two areas where, as a family, and then we work together to support. And I chose Haven. And Haven, this is Haven of Lake and Sumter counties. And as you can see here, this is an organization that's serving victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. And so we have been working with them and doing some things as we can to volunteer and to serve in this capacity. That's one. There's many others. I'm just highlighting a couple that I selected. And then the other is looking at the AmeriCorps Senior Foster Grandparent Program. And it's always great to work with children. That's a big part of what I've done always, right? That said, though, there's many opportunities, whether you want to volunteer with seniors, with children, the AmeriCorps program, in the villages, outside the villages. And of course, with local churches and different organizations, there's just so many ways to get involved. And I don't really hear a lot about that. And to be honest with you, before I came and we made the move here, I didn't really see a lot of about, how to get engaged and to serve the community and to really give back, right? And not just at that visceral level, where you feel good because you did a little something and you go back to, to my pickleball or, some of that, not that. I mean, really getting my hands in there and not just hands, but heart. Engage with the community. And so I'm really excited to share some of this. If anyone else is looking for it, as well as looking for some different opportunities to volunteer, please know that there are many, many ways to get engaged.